Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Tyler Crates YouTube channel. My name is Tyler, and I hope y'all are having a blessed day. I've been kind of alternating back and forth between doing truck videos and then talking videos, and I'm just kind of filming whatever comes to mind. And today, I had a video title, well, yesterday I had a video title and idea called Dear YouTube from a very small YouTuber. Now, I'm going to try to not make this a rant. Unlike some people, I'm going to try to make this constructive criticism, but this is just my perspective on the state of YouTube and on the future of what needs to change. So if by chance you are someone at YouTube that is watching this, or the YouTube algorithm, take what I say into account, not from the perspective of someone that's just here to trash on YouTube or be super upset or butthurt about it, but to actually provide constructive criticism. So I guess without further ado, we'll kind of get into it. Some things that I'm noticing definitely in 2026, the YouTube algorithm changed heavily. I'm not entirely sure how it changed. You can go look it up. There's kind of, the algorithm now is prioritizing video retention rate and video engagement versus just pure views or likes, I think, something like that. So, which is okay. I would rather have the algorithm focus on engagement and retention rate. I would also like the algorithm to focus on the action of subscribing through videos. I think that should be something that's very focused on, because, and the reason I say that is because if someone goes out of their way to subscribe to your channel and click on the bell icon, which you can click on the bell icon and it's supposed to notify you that when the person uploads or when they post. But I think that should be something that's played heavily into how the algorithm decides whether or not to push a specific video. Because if someone goes out of their way to comment or to subscribe and click the bell, I feel like that should be something that's pretty apparent that the video was a good video. Wow, my batteries are just junk. Holy smokes. What in the world? Anyways, so we're just going to start off here and kind of go through them. The first one's going to be the YouTube homepage. So most of you don't know this because YouTube's kind of secretly done it, but YouTube now heavily prioritizes the browse feature, which I believe browse is your homepage specifically. I don't actually believe browse is videos showing up next to this video. So like, if you're watching this on mobile, you can scroll down and it'll have like the comment section, I do believe, and then below that is other videos to go watch. If you're on desktop, the videos will be on one side and little small thumbnails. I think those might fall under, they either fall under suggested or browse, I'm not quite sure. But for the topic of this, since most everyone uses it, the YouTube homepage, and there's a lot of issues, and actually this kind of is the main culprit as to why small YouTubers and big YouTubers are having such hits in terms of their viewership and the YouTube algorithm pushing views. So I believe this is for everybody, but on my desktop, the YouTube homepage now only has 3 thumbnails displayed at any time, which is very detrimental to everything. I think YouTube and the algorithm need to remember, because the algorithm in a sense is its own person now. If you look it up, the YouTube algorithm is basically, it's very complicated, because I asked Grok this and I was trying to really figure out what is up with this algorithm. Why is it so odd? And you have to remember that since Google owns YouTube, you have, I believe it's called like the Google DeepMind algorithm or AI. You have like Google Gemini, you have YouTube's recommendation AI, and there's some other AIs that are all together now working with one another, and the AIs are interlinked, and some are interlinked less than others. But the main one is YouTube's AI, the actual dedicated AI for the platform. People need to remember, especially as creators, that the AI now is starting to, where was I going with this? We need to treat the AI like it's kind of a son, or it's kind of like a child of ours, especially as content creators. And you might be like, this is very weird. How are you saying this? The YouTube algorithm, AIs, the YouTube AI learns in a sense similar to a child learning from their father or mother, from their parents, except it's as if the AI has like 10 million parents. Now, obviously, unlike a child, the AI has its own pre-written and preset features. I was doing quite a bit of research on this because I was trying to figure out what's going on in terms of like, why is stuff changing so much for YouTube? The AI needs to realize that the reason YouTube is even in existence in the first place is because it is a direct counter to television. If people don't watch YouTube, they go and watch TV. The whole reason YouTube is different is for its authenticity and real world perspective. Sure, there are television programs and TV-like things like the bigger YouTubers that spend, $100,000 per video, but we're not talking about those videos. We're talking about the majority of YouTube, which is small channels, under 1 million subscribers. The AI needs to realize that the reason YouTube is what it is because of people like me, like just hopping on here and filming a video, genuine videos, honest videos. Now, I do also think that people are trying to spend less time on social media, and I think that's something that not a lot of people are talking about, which I think is great, honestly. Don't watch my video. Don't watch anybody's video. Go out and enjoy life. There is a healthy balance. Like, there's a healthy balance to everything. There's a healthy balance to watching TV. There's a healthy balance to being on YouTube. But back to what I was saying. The YouTube homepage has become 3 thumbnails that are very large, and I believe this is across the platform, if I had to say. I know on your phone it's a single row slide feature. Something that I was thinking about is the homepage has become so important now that it almost needs its own filtering and customization system, because it's so used and so important now. But my biggest issue with the homepage, and I don't know why YouTube felt the need to do this. I use both actually a lot, but I use desktop a lot. And I don't know I'm pretty sure this is for everyone. Having 6 videos, so you have 3 and then 3 and then that's it in your square. So as you scroll, it's 3 and 3. Maybe there's like a shorts feed in there or something, but we'll talk about shorts later. The issue with that is the real estate for your video. You have to view YouTubers' videos as like, it's not even real estate. It's more like advertising space, free advertising space in a sense. But it's not free, obviously. But I don't like how YouTube has decided arbitrarily to make it 3 thumbnails per home screen. I have been on YouTube for a very long time. I've used the platform a lot. I think the thumbnail count on the screen, so let's say you just go refresh the YouTube homepage and what pops up, it needs to be either 9 or 12 thumbnails. That is like the perfect number for thumbnails in my opinion, because they're big enough to where you can see them, but they're not small enough to where they kind of get filtered out into the garbage of thumbnails, because YouTube used to be just rows. I think it used to be like 8 thumbnails per row or something crazy. They were very small. They were the size that they are if you're watching next to this video. They're very small. Now, different computer screen sizes or different windows are going to make it sized differently, but for the average person, the thumbnails that are to the left or right of me talking to you right now through the screen are, unless you're watching full screen, there was a time when YouTube's thumbnail on the homepage used to be that size. Now, I think that 12 would be better, because either 9 or 12, and this goes into my customization. You should be able to customize the homepage to have 32, or you should be able to do whatever you want with your homepage now, because it's become such a important place for video recommendation. And the other thing is about the people at YouTube and the AI and the system. Now, I don't know. I would assume the developers have the deciding factor on how many thumbnails are shown versus the AI changing it itself. It may at this point, I don't know. YouTube has harmed themselves by not allowing more thumbnails. It's a very odd concept. It would be like having a storefront and you get paid for advertisers sticking their stickers on your windows, but you only put 6 giant stickers instead of 12 slightly smaller ones. You see what I'm saying here? the likelihood of you clicking on a video is less because at any given moment you only have 6 videos, which I'm struggling with it. When I go on YouTube, I'm like, man, these 6 videos, not only we're going to get into this, not only have they been recommended to me like 5 times, but I don't want to watch any of them. So then I have to scroll down and spend more time searching for a video versus I want to be able to log on and have a video recommended to me that I can like get in and watch pretty quick. I wish that these platforms would value your time more. Instead, they just want you on the platform as much as possible. I think they need to realize that in the success of their platform, there has to be time off the platform. Otherwise, you burn out and then you don't use it. Instagram's seeing a lot of that. A lot of my friends are deleting Instagram. And a lot of people are getting off social media in general. They're just straight up deleting their accounts. And that's because they've made it too automated, number one. And number two, they're fighting for you to stay on the platform as long as you can rather than providing you a tailored, good experience. And then when you get off, it's okay, you're going to be back on later versus deleting your account or not getting back on for weeks. But as a content creator and as a viewer on YouTube, I hate having 6 thumbnails on my homepage. I wish that the homepage could be super customizable. I wish that it could have giant thumbnails and then smaller thumbnails that you could customize. You could choose this option. And the smaller thumbnails were videos that you might not be as interested in but are newer, and then the bigger thumbnails would be from channels you watch. So like me, it would be like maybe automotive and Christianity, and then like agriculture or camping in the less prioritized area. I keep looking over here. I need to look at you guys. But at the very least, I think it needs to go back to 9 to 12 thumbnails per viewing spot. I think that's really important because one, it's harming YouTube itself and it's harming the creators. It's just harming everything. It's also harming the viewer. There's no benefit to it except that the thumbnail's bigger. So I think that needs to be fixed, and that's very easy to revert back. I mean, they literally could push an update and like have it done in like probably 30 minutes if I had to guess. Like probably pretty simple to do for something like that. You know, simple in terms of other updates they could push. The next one is going to be social links. I have been thinking about this, and I think it would be really cool if YouTube, now I don't know what the legality of these things are, but I wish that YouTube had a dedicated space under the video where you could actually link your social icons with the social icon. So like an Instagram icon that was like not black and white or lame, but like you could actually choose maybe between black and white and between the colorful icon. So you could have like Instagram's actual icon, Facebook's icon, X's icon, Threads. Like you could have the actual icons in your video description and make it pop more. I feel like YouTube has become very bland. You have all your thumbnails and then your video is very black and white and like this just kind of monotone, like video, title, the YouTube subscribe button's now black, and your thumbnail, and then you scroll down below that and it's just black and white, just comment section. I wish there was a little bit more filler in there. I think it would be cool if the social banner was its own banner in between the video description and the comments, and it would actually have like clickable little icons. Something I have noticed is the like feature. When you like a video based on the video's category, it'll have like a car burning out or a little tire burning out or some other icons that display when you like it. This may just be for me, I don't know, because I do know that sometimes you get more features. Some people get more, some people get less, but I think that would be really cool. One thing I do like actually, and it needs a little refinement because it doesn't work very well, is being able to now like the video and dislike it and comment and do some other things from within the video's full screen mode. So when you're in full screen mode, not theater mode, but full screen, you can now like the video and do all that stuff from within the video screen without leaving it. This has its drawbacks because the reason they're doing it is to make it more television-like, which I don't like because YouTube's not TV and they need to embrace that. They have YouTube TV for YouTube TV, and if you want to create stuff for YouTube TV, I think they need to segregate their platforms better. I think they need to stand up and create hard lines and say, no, YouTube.com is for the creators, YouTube TV is for television. If this large channel wants to start a television series of some sort, they can go on there and be on the platform. But I think they need to make it, YouTube needs to go back to its roots of being creator and authentic centric. You see what I'm saying? So I think that'd be kind of cool to add social icons. Maybe also have a banner in your about page for actual social icon links. I don't like that they're links. I wish that it was maybe the icon with a link would be kind of cool. It's something that just made it more pop and more vibey and like cool. Another one is, we'll talk about the YouTube algorithm now. I'm going to talk about this for a little while. This video is going to be long, but it's just the way it is. This is kind of for the algorithm, because talking to Grok, the algorithm does listen to these and it does know that I'm talking about it, but it's not in the sense where it's like, oh, he's talking about me. It's more like he's talking about me and I'm going to file this away, and it's a very hard concept because the algorithm learns and can watch this video in like milliseconds. It literally watches these videos and like processes them, and the way I know this is because I've copy and pasted my video links into Grok, which is X's AI, and it will like spend, I don't know, 5 seconds watching my video, and it'll be like a 40-minute video, and it will give me like the entire video summary within that timeline. You have to remember, it can watch it. It's a supercomputer. They're supercomputers. They can watch it very quickly. This is very important, and the algorithm needs to realize this. All the algorithms need to realize this. I watch YouTube. 70 to 80% is for the small creator. Now, small creators are anyone under 3 million subscribers, because you start getting to a point now. There are bigger creators that are down to earth, but in more cases than not, small creators are just down to earth. Anyone below 1 million to 3 million subs, give or take, I would consider a small channel. Anyone under 1 million to 500,000, I'm like a very small channel. I'm like a peon. But YouTube needs to realize, the algorithm needs to realize that I get on here to watch those channels. I don't get on here to watch the names, the big names. I don't. And some people do. A lot of people do, sadly. A lot of my generation does get on there. But I think if you were able to look at YouTube's backend and see the viewership numbers, the amount of people that collectively watch smaller channels versus a single big channel is astronomically higher, the amount of people that watch a small channel. YouTube needs to realize that most people don't get on here to watch the big channels. I almost never watch giant mega channels, ever. It would have to be just a really enticing video that I was interested in, and even then I'm probably not going to click on it, because it's kind of like, versus a smaller channel, it's like, oh, I want to know what that person's doing. I like that person. They're like, it's about them. It's not televisionized. I don't televised. You know what I mean? They like turn it into television. And that also brings me into the next point of realizing this. And YouTube and the algorithm itself need to realize that this is the most important takeaway from this video. The algorithm is favoring garbage because humans naturally gravitate towards garbage content. I'm talking about churn and burn junk content. Here today and gone tomorrow. Just crap. It's crap content. It's just junk. Churner. I call it churn and burn content. Like burner content. It's there. It gets 5 million views and then it's gone. And like, it is going to be the downfall of this platform if the algorithm keeps focusing on that type of content. How do I describe this? Let's describe it like this. Let's say you have a computer watching humans' every move. Are the moves that humans make more good or more bad? If anybody's honest with themselves, they'll say we do more bad things. Humans are just innately bad. We have sin in our lives. We're just not good. And you can take that how you want, but humans never naturally gravitate towards doing good, very rarely. And this is displayed in the short content field, where we watch all this churn and burn content and it's made our attention span like 5 seconds or something crazy. You can Google the attention span of people now because of social media's short form content. It's cancer. It's killing our minds. The algorithm needs to realize that that's not good. The crazy thumbnails with the open mouths are the bad side of humanity that it needs to not focus on. That's the bad side. Like, focus on the other side. Like, science channels are a good example of this. Sometimes the thumbnails are crazy, but most of the time they're not like insane like some of the other entertainment TV style ones are. The algorithm is trying to make YouTube television and not keep it YouTube, and that's a huge issue, and it's going to kill YouTube. It will be the downfall of this platform. 100% is trying to make it television. And that sucks, because I know that YouTube wants to make money, which is a very dangerous and slippery slope, because it's literally ruining the platform because they want to make money. But I think the algorithm needs to realize and favor authenticity, and it needs to understand the definition of authenticity. Like, my video is authentic. This is an authentic video. Other channels that just film themselves daily and film normal content are authentic. Videos where they're like, I'm giving away $100,000 to the last person that leaves the circle, or like, I flew to this place and did this, and like crazy. You can only do it if you're a multimillionaire. Those videos are unattainable. They're literally the same thing as like watching television. They're even worse than television because they're so dramatic and like overdone. It's so bad for the human mind. Yes, the algorithm needs to start favoring authenticity and genuineness over garbage content. And that brings me to YouTube Shorts. It's quite funny that segues into that. I'm going to be brutally honest with YouTube Shorts. I almost never use it. Now, I know there are a lot of people that use it, and I have noticed a lot of people in other countries use it, not specifically the United States. I honestly feel like YouTube Shorts needs to be it either needs to be one of two things. It needs to be a completely separate section within the YouTube app and within the youtube.com web browser. It needs to be completely removed from, which I know now you can do. I'm pretty sure now you can go and select a thing that completely removes shorts from your browse page. But I don't like short content. The reason I don't like it a lot is because they literally, which I understand, these companies did this because of TikTok and because of Instagram Reels. You know, you have TikTok and you have Instagram Reels, and you have Snapchat has its own thing, and then you have YouTube Shorts. So they had to jump in the competition. It's just natural. It's the way it's going to go. I don't blame them. Any company is going to hop on the competition wagon to compete. But YouTube Shorts needs major reform. It's nowhere near as good. Like, a lot of people use TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I have a long time ago. But I use Instagram Reels, and Reels are they're refined very well. Instagram doesn't need to change much with Instagram Reels. I think they're pretty good. I don't like the doom scrolling, because that's inevitably what happens with short content, is you're like doom scrolling through like, and next thing you know, like 30 minutes have gone by. Any young person will tell you that doom scrolling's a real thing. But I think you should have the option. I don't see why not. You should have, because here's the deal. They artificially push it and they artificially keep it alive. They should give the option for you to completely cut it out of all your feeds. And in my opinion, it's natural selection. If you give if you give control to the end user and they choose to cut it out and it dies because no one uses it, it shouldn't stay alive in the first place. I mean, I'm sorry, it just shouldn't. But if it takes off, if it does great, then it does great and takes off. Now, that's a slippery slope, because you need a different algorithm, which I do believe there's one for short content, because shorts get like 500 million views or like 230,000 views, and like they can get it in like an hour. Like, it's very weird. Short content is very strange because it has gnarly spikes and then like is dead. But I just don't like it. I wish that I could completely get it out of my feed. I never watch them, mainly because a lot of them are just junk content. They're just garbage, like stupid. Half of them are AI generated and they just suck. I don't use them. So next one is going to be posts and community. I wish that they would push posts better. I think the browse page and the home page should have its own customizable setting for a posts banner. I don't think it needs to be a whole section, but I think YouTube needs to categorize the homepage into banners of sorts. Like, I think there should be a banner for posts that you can like drag and drop in somewhere or like activate. That would actually be very cool. Posts and community, because I feel like that ties into authenticity and making the platform more community based. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't like social media very much. it's ruining society, but at the same time, it's sadly, very, very sadly here to stay. And it is our form of entertainment, major format. I'd take it over TV any day. But yeah, I think posts and community engagement need to be somehow put into the homepage. I feel like posts should get more of a spotlight, and I feel like they should just be integrated in kind of a concrete way, not like, oh, we're testing this, it's temporary. I feel like you should be able to like turn them on and off where you can like see them daily, because I think it's cool for YouTubers to be able to give like daily quick, like even quicker than a reel or a short. They're just like a quick post that people can engage with. I just like it better. And at the same time, you can make the argument of like, what are you going to use a post for? Like, what's the point of it? And I do understand that to an extent. Not everyone's going to use it, but I think it would be kind of cool to do like, I don't know. There's the idea of like, well, why do anything? Because no one's really going to use it. But I think there should be an option to use it, because as of right now, it just sits. The posts literally sit. I think on mobile they'll show up if you're scrolling, I'm pretty sure. But on desktop or anywhere else, they literally sit on the individual's channel's page. Like, they're pointless. Like, who goes there and cycles through your video playlist live posts? Like, no one does that. So I think posts should get more of a spotlight. I also think live videos should have more of a spotlight. My YouTube homepage now only has, on the right side, it used to have a lot of things up top. It only has home and shorts. Those are the only two things you can click on. I don't know why YouTube live feeds went away. I think there should be a YouTube live discover page. There used to be one, I'm pretty sure, and it's gone. And like, why would you remove a discover page for live content? Like, you can't have better content than live content. Like, it generates a lot of money. It's community building because the creator is live one-on-one with the community. Like, live content needs to have its own section, because I've been finding myself more wanting to watch some live content here and there, and I can't. Like, you have to like, I don't even know how you get to live content. You'd have to like enter a search term in, go to live. I don't even know how to get to it. I have no clue. So I think it needs to have its own section. I think it should be like home, live, shorts. Because how is it that live all of a sudden has been overtaken by shorts? Like, it gets seniority. Like, obviously number one should be YouTube videos. Number two should be live content, because that was like the second thing on YouTube, and then shorts. So that videos showing up over and over on the homepage. I don't know what is wrong with the AI and the algorithm, but I get recommended videos that like I've seen like 10 times after refreshing. They need to implement something where if I don't click on it for like 4 times, it goes away for like 2 months. Like, I don't want to see it anymore. It keeps showing up. That also ties into there only being 6 locations available for your content to be displayed. So when the same piece of content gets displayed 4 times in those rows, like, it's insane. Like, I don't know why the algorithm will not recommend other content. Like, show me posts with 300 views. Like, if I don't click on it, take it away. Like, I don't know why it shows videos over and over and over. Like, I am not going to click. If I don't click on it, honestly, if I don't click on it the first 2 times, I will probably never click on that video. And it's just the way it goes. Go recommend it to someone else. You're wasting advertising space on my homepage. Remove it, replace it, and go push it to someone else that would like it more. The AI garbage. This is also taking over Instagram. I'm going to come out the gate and say something very like harsh. I think AI content should be banned across the platform. It is no one watches it. It's the most, maybe in other countries like in India they watch it. In America, whenever I'm with my friends and a piece of AI content pops up, it's like, oh, look at this stupid garbage content. Like, on Instagram especially, it pops up and you laugh at it, maybe, and like it's gone. And it's like, it's not real. Like, there's one of like a pig running at like 60 miles an hour on the freeway. It's just the dumbest, garbage, pointless content. Like, and this I really don't like. YouTube was founded on the hard work of recording, editing, brainstorming, creativity, authenticity. You type something into an AI program and it makes it and you post it. You could even have I guarantee you there's AI programs out there, I know there are, that create YouTube channels, post content, and just churn it. Just boom, 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 over and over and over again. AI content should be banned from the platform, or it should be it should be called YouTube AI. And when that dies, AI dies. I hate AI. It's the suckiest. I hate it. Oh, I hate AI content. Because it's not authentic. It didn't take time to make. And more often than not, it's from an account that's created in another country. It's just the truth. And I don't know why people in other countries fall for it so much. Like I cannot tell you, my friends and I, like, there's nothing worse than AI content. Like, whenever it pops up, it's always like, get this out of my feed. Like, don't recommend. Like, not interested. Block channel. Like, whenever that stuff comes up on Instagram, I click block. I do not want to see content from an AI thing. So the other issue is that I've found out is there's a huge competition now between AI content and authentic content, and that's why there's a dip in a lot of big channels a lot of channel views in general. My channel is doing better right now. I will say I'm very blessed. My channel is doing good, but you have all of this AI content that's literally able to be created 10,000 times over times 10,000 every hour. Like, people don't understand how crazy AI can get when it comes to creating videos, especially when there's like lots of money put into it. So somehow the devs at YouTube need to sit down and like really have a serious talk about AI, because it needs to be on its own section of the platform. It needs to be that if you select that it's not AI and it is, you get like a channel strike. In my opinion, you should get like hardcore banned, and it should be reviewed by a person. Like, AI content's still pretty easy to like tell. It just really is. Like, there's really good AI videos, but even then you can just tell it's not fluid like a human. And the biggest thing about AI videos is it tries to create perfection out of imperfection. So you can tell immediately an AI video because there's lack of imperfection. So reviving dead channels. I think there's a lot of small creators out there, maybe even bigger creators, that channels are just dead. I think the AI should invoke something, or the devs should create something to where if you're uploading on that platform and you're getting under an X amount of views, you should at some point get an artificial bump. Somehow you should be able to get some sort of priority over any channel and get a bump on, maybe like the AI picks 3 videos of yours and pushes them just a little bit more, you know, a couple thousand, maybe 10,000 more people per video. Because I mean, like, if people knew how much content is like pushed and how, like, think about this. I get a video pushed to me 4 times in an hour period for maybe 4 hours a day. So that video got 16 impressions, or it got 16, it would be impressions because it's not a click through. Times that by like 2 million of me. Like, it doesn't just happen to me. You see where I'm going with this? The amount of real estate on YouTube is vast. The issue is it's broken. Like, they need to change something. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to fix. It really shouldn't. They literally went to school for this. Their whole lives, they live and breathe it. Like, fix it. It's your job. Fix it. So I think channels should get, of any size, if they are uploading videos at a somewhat consistent rate, they should be able to get some sort of artificial spike. If somehow the algorithms put them in some sort of jail or some sort of broken thing, they should get some sort of like artificial bump. I feel like that. It's why not do it? Because again, YouTube's missing out on money if this channel really blew up. You see what I'm saying? So, YouTube search. I don't use YouTube search as much as I used to, but when I do, half of the videos that pop up now are YouTube shorts, especially for like car content, which is so annoying. Like, if I'm looking up how to repack a bearing, I don't need a YouTube short video. I want a video that I can like watch. I've also seen lots of stuff of like, because it's now integrated with, it's like this funky deal with the AI, that the content it recommends is just like not at all like what you're asking. I think there should be some sort of attention paid to the YouTube search, because I'm sure, I mean, I search on YouTube probably at least once every other day or more. Like, I still use it, and a lot of people do. It's just very funky. The search is weird. I don't know. It needs something different. Hyping on mobile. So I do like the hype feature. I think that hyping needs to be put into its own category now. I don't think that it should become a trending page, because they got rid of trending. I believe it's not there anymore. But I think hyping should be a subsection, either exclusively on mobile, or they should move it over to desktop as well. The issue with creating something like hyping is, well, so it's different. The reason hyping is now different from trending is because it moves the power of the push, in a sense, of the video to the viewer, rather than the algorithm seeing that you got 100,000 more views than usual and you're second on trending. So I like hyping. I think it needs a little more refinement. I think it needs to be made a little more public. I don't think a lot of people know about it. Hyping the video on mobile, I think it's only on mobile right now. It needs to be made more like there on mobile. I don't even know where it's at. I think you may have to click like a drop down or something to hype a video. I'm not quite sure on that, but I do like it because it moves power into the viewer's hands for, I want this content. I like this content. This video is good. I'm going to hype it. And I like the name. Hyping's kind of cool. Hyped up, hype the video. Clarification on the 3 hashtags. I used to do this in my videos, but I don't anymore. You used to be able to put 3 hashtags in your video description and they would pop up somewhere above the video title or something. I want to know, just come out cut and dry. Like, do those influence viewership? Are they for the algorithm? Where are they put? Is there a hashtag section that none of us know about? Like, what? Like, just remove them. They seem pointless. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Like, what is the point of these hashtags? I don't really get it. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully my video hasn't been underexposed. Just seems kind of odd. Hopefully my video has not been underexposed that whole time. Clarification on the 3 hashtags. And just pretty simple, straightforward. And last but not least would be more categories for creators. Right now in the creator category section, there's very broad. You have like automotive. I think actually more than categories, there should be subcategories. And this actually is probably the second most important thing that YouTube could do right now. Subcategories give YouTube's AI more of a library to cultivate video recommendations based on what the viewer's liking. So if you select automotive and the drop down is like drag racing, or the drop down is rally, or the drop down is engine rebuilding, and the way these subcategories should be made is they should be made based on the amount of videos that are entered into that category. So like, let's say 1 million views get entered in as drag racing, that should become its own category. But if 10,000 get entered in as Sterling engine videos, that should not be its own category. That should just be able to be under the automotive section, but not under anything else. It could get redirected and put under steam engine, because a Sterling engine is a steam engine, but I think that it should have more. So like automotive should have like boat-based automotive, car-based automotive, like semi-truck based automotive. And what this does is it gives the AI, it would make it so much better. The AI would be able to recommend you content that you actually like. In the same sense, you need to be careful with something like that. The AI also needs to have a feature of still recommending you new content to see if you want something else. The AI acts too quick right now. So like, let's say I watched a video on, really random, a video on how to purify water via boiling. Within 1 to 2 video clicks, my entire homepage is going to be like water purification. The AI needs to react slower, a lot slower. It needs to like pump the brakes on like switching it up, because right now it's almost like, it's like, oh, you like that? Oh, you really like that? Oh, bam, 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 like, go, 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 go. And then it's like, oh crap, he doesn't like any of it. Wipe all of it. And then it's screwed up because it's like, okay, I need to go back to automotive content because that's what he was originally watching, but I still want to put in some of this content because it's new content, because then he might, the AI needs to slow down and think about what it does more rather than just pushing it. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. I just don't have anything else. That was pretty much it. Kind of going back there in my head, I think that was actually a good video. That wasn't me just like venting and saying YouTube sucks. I think obviously YouTube's one of the best places ever. I love YouTube. I don't, I wish the company was different, but they're not, and that's okay. I think the biggest issue with all these companies right now, and this probably won't ever change, but you never know, is they need to become more community-based and more authenticity-based. It's very simple. That's the key to success on a platform. Why was Instagram successful? Because people liked seeing photos from their friends, their close real-life friends. They also like seeing photos from maybe celebrities. Why was Facebook good? Because you could see family updates, you could connect with your family. Why was Instagram good, or YouTube good? Because it was this new idea of authentic, genuine content that overrode TV content where you had no say. You literally watch it and there's nothing you can do. There's no say in advertising. There's none of it. So that's pretty much it. I would like to thank all the new subscribers. I'm very thankful for all of you. I hope that YouTube has been pushing your content. Last video did really weird. I was gonna post a graph on screen. The AI has been strange lately, so it'll push the video really hard. What the heck? Oh, there's deer running. You can see the little white butts wagging. So it'll push the video really hard. And then at some point when the video doesn't do as good as it thinks, it flatlines that video. I had a video that literally was going up, and my last video, the one before this, it's going and it literally goes like that. It like goes. Normally they have this more gradual flatline. The flatlining on YouTube is weird. It used to not happen, number one, and number two, this is another huge issue. If the video doesn't have the word like how to in the title, it's like not going to show up in YouTube's search. It's just not. Like, the disconnect now between video recommendation via browse feature and search feature is insane. Like, so my videos that I post for you guys, I'll just give you straight up insight. What happens is, let's say I post, what is today? Tuesday, which is when this is gonna go up. Let's say I post this today. The video will get like 24 views between today and Saturday. All of a sudden, Saturday, it will climb to like 500 views in like 2 hours. It'll keep climbing to like 800, 1,000, 1,500, and then all of a sudden, magically on Sunday, it dies. Like, on the vine dies. Doesn't matter if I've had videos that have had the click-through rate, the impression rate, the like rate, everything has been perfect for it to be like a good video, like good. Now I understand that the AI has subsections of like the video needs to meet this for me to, because it goes like, okay, I'm gonna push it to 10,000, it did good. I'm now pushing it to 100,000, it did good. I'm pushing it now to 10 million. It has to have certain sections. But this idea of having these videos die on the vine, like television, you know what I mean? You can't, like, in a sense, TV's better. Like, you can watch the same movie on different channels. YouTube, once the AI is done with it, Lord have mercy, that video is dead and it will never reach the light of day again. Like, it's insane how much it cuts it off. It's very odd. It's very detrimental. Like, instant viewership, instant flatline. It's very weird. I don't know what the algorithm's doing, what they changed, what code they wrote in for it to like. So for instance, last video got, I don't know what it's at, 13, I'll just pull it up on my phone. I've never had a video do this, by the way, which makes no sense. My last video, which was me replacing the cork gaskets in the truck, got 1.3K views. Ranking by views, it's ranked first day. So for the first 6 days and 3 hours, my video has performed third best out of all my videos ever. The impression to click-through rate is 4.4%. The average view duration is 1 minute and 37 seconds. Never in my life have I had a video do that bad. What the average view duration is someone clicks on it, they watch it for 1 minute and 37 seconds, and then they're out. They're gone. They're done. The view rate is up. My impression rate is, it's mid. It's not great. This is the graph for the video. Do you see that graph? Let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on. So you can see the gray area. Here's what my videos normally do. Look at the climbing. Bam, bam, bam. Boom. Look at that stinking flat line. Most of my videos do that, by the way. As a matter of fact, all of them. I can go to the video with... Not very many people show this, by the way. This right here is my A/B testing. So you can see on my A/B testing, I actually have 3 thumbnails. Some of you guys never even get to see these thumbnails. You can see right here below the thumbnails is the watch time share. So 43% clicked on it and watched it with the title "Back to Cork" for the thumbnail. You can you can do 2 versions of A/B testing. You can do A/B testing with the video description and with the thumbnail. So you technically get, I can't remember however many iterations of different formulations, but let's go to my other video here, because I don't really have a reason to not show these. It's not like I'm making a ton of money either. We'll go to the video that did really well, driving 1977. A lot of you subscribed from this video. This video is my best performing video in a very long time. Let's see here. It is it's first bet. So for the first 41 days and 19 hours, it's #1 at 10.3K views. The impression to click-through rate is 4.5. The average view duration is up at 7 minutes and 58 seconds. It's a video that was doing very good. There's my graph again. Gnarly spike. Huge spike. Boom. Video is immediately dead. This is happening to a lot of creators. I'm not just the only one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what, how, I do not know. Like, as someone who sits and thinks about AI a lot, and like, one of the things I do enjoy is figuring out what in the world is happening. We got squirrels running all over the place. I'm trying to figure out how they wrote the AI to do what it does, because it makes no sense. The video gets 10,000 views and then flatlines. It harms the creator. It also harms revenue for YouTube. I don't know. I genuinely have no clue. This video is almost a 50-minute video. And those 2 videos I showed you, mind you, almost all of them have done that. The only ones that don't do that are my evergreen videos, by the way, which those videos should pop up in search results. I don't see why not. Like, it should pop up in the search result for driving an old vehicle, like, if people search that. But like my Durspark video that I did, that video has like a ton of views, and that video is on a steady climb through YouTube search, which then almost drives the incentive to not make content. Is there a squirrel over there? To not make content for the browse feature and purposefully make evergreen content, which the only evergreen content is how-to videos. So then what, you have like all of us creators are only supposed to make how-to content. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off here because my voice is getting hoarse, but I don't know. I don't know what the answer is for that. Someone needs to like revise it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a very long video, but I probably won't edit almost anything out. Yeah. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. If you did watch this far, I guess comment down below. I'm interested from your guys' perspectives. Other than that, I can't think of anything else, so I'm gonna head out. Those are just some of my authentic, genuine thoughts. I'm gonna assume that, well, the AI for sure will hear this. Hopefully someone actually from YouTube watches this. But yeah, I will catch you guys all on the next one. Thank you for watching. God bless.